It really is more fun live in the Philippines. Following a call from the Philippines Department of Tourism and Globe Telecom, Filipinos massively invited the world to come and see for yourself why this country is so incredibly special. One foreigner tourist who was dying to go to the Philippines for years,
oh, hey, yeah, that's me,
decided to take up their invites and show up to explore Cebu and Bohol. The full vlogs will be linked in the description below. If you're also curious about the Philippines or even ready to pack your bags, here's what I wish I would have known before visiting the Philippines for the first time as a foreigner tourist. For more videos in the future, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon to get notifications whenever I post a new video. As I am driving to the airport, there are so many things flashing through my mind as things I wish I would have known before I visited the Philippines. I have spent a week here, 7 days in total, actually 8 days, 7 nights. I visited Cebu and I visited Bohol. It was my first time ever in the Philippines, and if you are also coming to the Philippines for the first time, these are the things that I wish I would have known, and I'm telling you. The first thing that I wish I would have known before coming to the Philippines is how developed the Philippines actually is. The roads are really good. If you rent a car with a driver, you will travel extremely comfortably here. But actually, you can also take the public transportation. There are buses here connecting Cebu. There are ferries connecting Cebu and Bohol, which look really, really good. In the city, you can also take a jeepney, which is kind of a shared public taxi. It's something I really, really wanted to do as an experience, but unfortunately, I didn't get around to doing it. Also, if I look at what it's like to be walking around in the streets, it's really nice. It's quite peaceful in the back alleys, even here in Cebu. It can be very, very crowded on the main roads, but then when you go to the back alleys, it can be very, very quiet. The Philippines actually is quite organized from what I have seen on Cebu and Bohol, and it's really nice. I have to tell you something about my interactions with Filipinos first before I came to the Philippines. Literally every single Filipino that I have met abroad. So just recently I met Apo and Sean in Kerala, but also for instance in Hong Kong and in Dubai. I've also met quite a lot of Filipinos. Without any exceptions, they are all the most kind, happy, smiling, humble people. Now that I've come to the Philippines, I realize it's pretty much in their blood. Filipinos are just constantly singing and dancing. They're basically just little rays of sunshine everywhere. Obviously, not everybody will be like that. I'm generalizing from the people who I have met, but I was just blown away by the kindness. It has been a really, really long time since I came to India that I've experienced people in another country who are so incredibly humble, so incredibly happy, and just an absolute joy to be around. My new Russian friends! What's your name?
my name is Jania.
And my name is Mike.
What do you like most about the Philippines?
I like the people, because people are very shiny. They're dancing, singing and smiling all the time. And also I like Filipino dogs because they're very friendly and they're lazy. I like their way to live here, I think, like this.
Me too, also people. I think even good weather and all the nature around is not good without good people here. So everything makes the country so unique and cool.
Yeah, we like Filipino.
I wish I would have known how diverse just one island can be in the Philippines. There are over 7,000 islands here, and from what I've seen now, Cebu and Bohol are two very different islands. Cebu is extremely diverse. You can go to the waterfalls here, you can go to beautiful white sandbanks, you can go swimming with the whale sharks, and then when you go to Bohol, it is a whole different vibe. It is definitely not the same atmosphere as it is here in Cebu. It is a lot more laid back, You can do a river cruise there. You can just drive around. You can go island hopping. It's really just two completely different islands. Also, from what I've heard from my guides, the people on the different islands can sometimes vary in levels of hospitality and sometimes even the languages. So if you are wondering if you should go and hop a lot of islands in the Philippines, no, that's definitely not necessary. I have spent here 7 days in Cebu and Boho, but I could have easily stayed 10 days in just Cebu and not get bored at all. Speaking about the diversity, now that I've been here, I definitely wish I would have known that the Philippines as a country can't even be generalized, because like I mentioned, there are over 7,000 islands. My guide even told me that on some islands they speak a language that she can't even understand. She mentioned Ilonggo and Varai. This is very fascinating because it gives me that same unique feeling that I get in India, where I am in one country but I feel like I'm exploring many different countries all at once. So definitely I wouldn't generalize the Philippines anymore as one country. I would definitely look at the separate islands and the separate culture. Something that's also very important, how rich the incredible history is. I'm not a huge history geek, I have to say. I do like learning a little bit about the country's history, but with the Spanish being here for 300 years, I feel the Philippines has such a unique mix of cultures, which is totally Filipino and totally their own, but you can see the Spanish influences here. And yeah, it's just very fascinating, the history. I wish I would have known more about the history before I came here, because I could have dived in a little bit deeper than I did right now. Something I was definitely worried about before coming to the Philippines is what I will be eating as a vegetarian. The Philippines is mainly a meat and fish oriented country, which means that almost every single dish contains either meat or fish, which is something that I don't eat. To make matters a little bit more complicated even, I don't eat eggs that I can see, or actually more that I can like very predominantly taste. So for instance, boiled eggs or omelets or those kind of things are not my jam. If you want to know why I'm vegetarian, there's a video about that down in the description below in the FAQ. But I was actually very pleasantly surprised how many different varieties of vegetables there are and how many different varieties of vegetable dishes can be made. I have predominantly been eating rice and a mix of vegetables for my main meals here, and I've really enjoyed it because it made me feel super healthy. I was actually very surprised because the Philippines are predominantly islands and fruits and vegetables are usually quite scarce on islands, which makes them quite expensive and also not very available. Not in the Philippines. There are so many varieties of vegetables here. They are extremely affordable, so even if you are on a budget and vegetarian, I am 100% sure that you will be able to find very tasty Filipino dishes over here. Something I also mentioned in the biggest mistakes not to make in the Philippines video, but I definitely do feel it is necessary to repeat it again. The Philippines is definitely not just for budget travel, and I feel this is very important to mention because most of the information that I see online and most of the videos that I've watched about the Philippines online are all about, you know, budget travel, backpacking, those kind of things. Whereas I feel if you are a more comfort traveler or even a luxury traveler, you can also come to the Philippines and enjoy an absolute paradise over here. All your needs will be met. You can hire a private driver, you can stay in 5-star hotels. There are also boutique hotels for a special experience, and you can basically enjoy the Philippines with whatever budget you may have. It's incredible value for money, but definitely not just for budget travel. I hope this video helps you if you are also coming to the Philippines for the first time. These are the things that I wish I would have known about the Philippines before I came here, and I hope it helps you when you plan your travels to the Philippines. If you're wondering if you should go, don't. The Philippines absolutely exceeded all of my expectations, and I'm used to traveling and I'm used to seeing beautiful places, but the Philippines is a very, very unique place. Ever since India, I haven't had this unique of a connection with a country that I now have with the Philippines. So if you are coming, have fun. I hope this video helps you. If it does, make sure to put a thumbs up. Also, make sure to subscribe to my channel if you would like to see more of my videos in the future. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!